In this session we will be discussing installer programming menus 1 through 3. To get to the installer programming, we press the Alt key, then the 9th menu. The easiest way is to press the 9 key. That will take us to the installation programming. We enter the right arrow, which will take us into installer programming, and it requests the installer pin code. The default installer pin code is 172839, and that takes us to the first menu. Here again we can go up and down the menus by pressing the up and down arrows. Menu 1 is the bus enrollment menu. The M1 requires that all bus modules that are connected to the RS-485 data bus be enrolled, with the exception of keypad 1. Keypad 1 is always enrolled. To enroll modules, we simply press the right arrow key.
Start module enrollment.
The enrollment starts,
module enrollment,
and the enrollment ends. And when it finishes, it will indicate here how many modules have been enrolled onto the data bus. Now if we'd like to see what modules are enrolled, we press the right arrow, which will take us to the edit section. And the first item is keypad address 1. And the T1, which is type 1, means it is a keypad type. And if we have any other modules enrolled, we'll press the up arrow, and it would show any other modules that was enrolled on the data bus. In this case, there are no other modules, and it shows in enrollment 1 bus module. Now, on software version 4.2.6 and later, the system automatically erases all modules when it starts enrollment, and then puts back the modules that it finds on the data bus. Previous versions, you had to go in and manually remove any modules that had previously been enrolled. So we're finished with the bus enrollment. We'll press the Alt key to back up, and now we're back to the first menu in the installer programming. We'll hit the up arrow to go to the second menu. This is user code options. So we'll press the right arrow key, and we'll select a user code that we'd like to change. In this case, we'll go up to user code 2. You can also type in the user code like 002 or any user code number. So we selected user code 2. We'll press the right arrow key to program. Now if we'd like to change the area that this code can be used in, we're currently used in area 1, we'll move the cursor over to the right side of the screen. So here now we can add or delete areas that the code can be used in. For instance, if I press the 2 key, now the code is good in area 2. If I press the 3 key, it's good in area 3, and so forth, all the way down to area 8. So now user code 2 is good in all 8 areas or petitions. Now I hit the Alt key to back up, and we'll go to the next option. Arm with code. In other words, this code can be used to arm the control. And all these yes/no questions on programming, I'll move over to the, you have to move over to the area where you answer the code by pressing the right arrow key. 0 sets it to a no, 1 sets it to a yes, and any other key 2 through 9 will toggle the answer on and off. So in this case we have arm with code, so this code can arm the control. And we'll back up so the cursor is under the option number, and we'll go to the next option. Disarm with code, same thing. In this case, the answer is yes, we can disarm with this code. The next option, bypass with this code, and the option here is again yes. Next option, access with this code. When we activate the access, that means there's certain flags that can be used with the rules engine to turn on access outputs. So in this case, this code cannot be used as an access code. Go to the next option. Can this code be used as a temporary code? Temporary code, if you arm the system with a temporary code, then the system can be disarmed with that same temporary code. But once another code is used to arm the system, then the temporary code will not disarm the system. And now we'll go to the next option here. Next option is, can this code be used as a master code? A master code allows the user to get into menus 6 through 0. The next option is menus 1 through 5. Does it need a user code to access them? The main part of this option is set through Global Systems Definitions option 41, which states that to require a code for user menus 1 through 5. If that is set to a yes, then this user code is one of the codes that can access menus 1 through 5. So now we'll go on to our next menu option. Duress. Duress is, if this code is used, then it will arm and disarm as it's programmed, and also send a duress signal to the central station. Use this option with care, because you can have some false alarms if the code is used when it shouldn't be used. And the last option here is the username. Now we'll go into setting the username. If I hit the right arrow, if I hit the left arrow key, we'll now enter so that the cursor is under the U. Now we can start putting in a name, like if I put in J and hit the right arrow. Now I want a lowercase, so I hit the down arrow for lowercase, and I want an O, so I'll hit where it says MNO. I hit that 3 times. Now I hit the right arrow, and I want E, so hit the 3 button, which is, the first one is D, then E. Hit the right arrow, and I want a space, which the first one is on the 0 key, space. And now I want uppercase, so I hit the upper button and the D. So D over lowercase, O to the right, and then E. Then to the right we want another space. So now I've put in Joe Doe as a name for user code number 2. So now I'm finished, so I'll hit the Alt key. That will move the cursor back up to the item number here. And if I go up one more time, it will wrap around to the very beginning. So this completes the user code option. So I'll hit the Alt key again and again. So now we're back to which user code. I could select another user code if I wanted to program it, but we'll back on out. And now we're back to the user code option. So we'll go up to the next menu item, which is area definitions, and we'll enter into that. And now we select which area. We can go up and down to select the area numbers, or we can type in the area number. In this case we'll be programming area 1. So I want to program, so I'll hit the right arrow key. And now that brings us up to option 1. The first option is the exit 1 delay time. Here we have it set